Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Flutterby, heidi.co.uk, back again with another treat project for you, and this time it's making like a little mini cracker box but without using the envelope punch board. But what it is using is some of the lovely free product you can get during 2019 celebration. That includes this ribbon, this lovely paper, amongst other things, and your celebration items here really are, here's 5 different ribbons, and you can choose those ribbons, all 5 of them, when you spend £45. And in fact you could buy the Darling Label stamp and punch set, which comes in a tin with a block, and it's one of our lovely kits. The tin isn't right to hand at the moment, and just buy some dimensionals as well, and that would be you being able to choose a free item. But this little project is one that I made as a little thank you gift. As you can see, the ribbon just comes off here, and it holds 3 of these little mini green and blacks chocolate bars, which I can get here in the UK. You get it in a big box, so you can break that down to make little smaller treats for people, or to go with their particular chosen item. And then just only use the small piece of ribbon to close. So that's what we're going to make today. Quite quick and easy, and it's really economical to make because you can get 4 of these from a UK A4 sheet of paper, which is why I've deliberately kept this little top section quite short. So you need 1 piece of cardstock that is 4 1/8 by 5 7/8, and we are going to score the long edge along here at 1 3/8. So that's that mark before the larger of the 2 marks before the 1 1/2 mark. So 1 3/8, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 5 1/2. And then you're going to score the short edge at 3/4 inch, which I'm going to do on the right hand side here. Flip that round, and then you're going to score at 3 1/8. Oh no, 3 1/8, 3 1/2, and 3 7/8. So you've got 3 score lines quite close together. While we've got our scoreboard trimmer out even, I'm going to use some of the DSP that I've got to cut those panels, and you'll see that the paper here is absolutely beautiful. This is another free item. It's coloured on one side, patterned on the other with lovely butterfly images, and the one that I'm using, I can't seem to see, there is this one here, like so. And I'm just going to cut a single strip that is 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to use the right hand side here, like so, and then I'm going to cut that into 2 1/4 inch pieces. So you want 4 of those. Now, we're going to fold and burnish our score lines. And this top section, I'm actually going to fold that one back on itself. Can you see? So you're going to create a little V shape there. All the others are just straightforward score lines. And I'm just going to take a piece of sponge and I'm going to ink around the edges of my cardstock, my DSP even, And the reason I do that is it saves putting an extra layer of card. When you're doing just a little treat box, you perhaps don't always want to add lots of extra layers. If I was making a bigger one, I'd probably put a layer of something like the gorgeous grape on it as well. But by inking the edge, it kind of gives the appearance of a bit of a layer without actually having to cut any more cardstock. While my ink pad is out, I'm going to use that little sentiment from the Darling Label Punch, apart from dropping my card in the ink pad. Just stamp that there. And then I'm going to use my punch to punch that out just towards the bottom of the sentiment. Then I'm in with my trusty post-it note, which I've now thrown on the floor. And this is just a way of altering your punches to create a smaller one. You'll see me do this in lots of videos, and all I do is just line that up squarely and punch that out like so, and then punch one out of some cardstock as well. And once you've done that, you can just take your chosen adhesive and layer that on top of your label, and you'll see that that just gives it a little border top and bottom. While this is still flat, I'm going to attach my panels of paper as well. It's much easier for you to attach paper while a box is flat, although let's be honest, I have done a few videos where we've ended up with the paper being put on after I've created the box. But as long as it's reasonably flat, there you go, and that's just popping it in there. Come in with your scissors and just cut away this bottom section, a square on the bottom, just at a slight angle on the side, and cut up each of those 4 little tabs, like so. And then on the top, whereas we often use our envelope punch board to create these, I'm using just a 3/4 inch punch, and I'm just feeding that in. Just like so, so I can just see top and bottom line. Probably just hit the camera, like so. And again, and this is a way of getting a little bit more out of your punch. If you've got an envelope punch board, that would work just as well, the same way we do cracker boxes. So that all works exactly the same. And then because we're making a box, I'm going to be using my red tape, when I can find the end, of course. And I'm just going to pop a bit of tape on that side piece, a little bit at the top there. And because we're creating our box with a seam at the back, I'm going to have some tape on the bottom of these 2 tabs, so tabs 1 and 3. I've already pulled the tape off that. That saved me struggling, didn't it? So take off all the red tape, fold the box in half without pressing the bottom bits. There you go. Bottom 2 flaps in, other 2 flaps as well. If you're not getting a very good adhesion, then just pop something like a pokey tool at the bottom and just press down, and all remains is to pop your little chocolate bars, or whatever you've chosen to put inside, into it, like so. Just fits 3 in. I've cut a length of ribbon here. Those aren't my ribbon scissors. And when I'm closing a box, just make sure you've got that seam at the back. One way to help when you're tying a bow is take it over once and then take it over a second time. This is a surgeon's knot, and just pull that. Make sure the one on the right is very slightly longer. Yeah. But that will then hold in place, gives you a little bit more time to create your bow. And this organza ribbon ties beautifully, and you see all you need to do is tie the ribbon, trim it a little bit if you'd like to, add a dimensional to the front there, and there you have your celebration treat box, all ready to go with your green and blacks inside. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy making this project and come back and see me again soon. Don't forget to visit my blog flutterbyheidi.co.uk or pop along to my shop heidismith.stampinup.net to get your celebration free goodies or any of the other products that you've seen today. Give me a shout if you need any help. Bye now.